Question 1. Which of the following is not a common symptom of fatigue while driving? A. Slow your reaction time. B. Alter your judgment and the quality of your decision-making. C. Sharpens your alertness, concentration, and attention. D. Impair your memory. The answer is C. Sharpens your alertness, concentration, and attention. Question 2. What happens to your field of vision as you increase your speed? A. It increases. B. It gradually shrinks. C. Nothing. D. It quickly shrinks. The answer is B. It gradually shrinks. Question 3. What are the conditions under which an electronic logbook must be used? A. When the vehicle is parked in a safe location. B. At the start of your run. C. Anytime while stopped at a traffic light. D. None of these. The answer is A. When the vehicle is parked in a safe location. Question 4. Maintain accurate records of off-duty and driving time in your vehicle for the past 14 days, unless A. You have been exempted. B. Instructed otherwise by your employer. C. You do not have to follow driving time logs. D. None of these. The answer is A. You have been exempted. Question 5. How should you handle glare from oncoming headlights while driving? A. Look directly over your hood to see your lane. B. Look toward the right side of the road. C. Look over their vehicle, past their headlights. D. None of these. The answer is B. Look toward the right side of the road. Question 6. At what times or under what conditions is the risk of falling asleep at the wheel most significant? A. Between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. and between midnight and 6 a.m. B. Between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. C. Between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. D. All the above. The answer is A. Between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. and between midnight and 6 a.m. Question 7. How does road resistance change during the spring thaw? A. 35%. B. 40%. C. 50%. D. 30%. The answer is B. 40%. Question 8. The load restriction period is usually from when to when? A. May to June. B. March to May. C. January to February. D. December to January. The answer is B. March to May. Question 9. If you violate the zero-tolerance rule for alcohol or drugs, what is the duration of the driving prohibition for any such vehicle? A. 72 hours. B. 48 hours. C. 24 hours. D. 36 hours. The answer is C. 24 hours. Question 10. How many gears does a typical synchromesh manual transmission have? A. 7 or 8. B. 9. C. 5 or 6. D. 4. The answer is C. 5 or 6. Question 11. For determining maximum authorized weight limits during spring thaw and considering regional weather conditions, into how many major zones is Quebec divided? 8-4, B2, C5, D3. The answer is D. 3. Question 12. What is the role of a flag person? A. They work with the lead technician. B. They direct traffic on a road where construction or maintenance work is being carried out. C. They check the oversized load markers. D. None of these. The answer is B. They direct traffic on a road where construction or maintenance work is being carried out. Question 13. Load limits, total loaded mass, are based on what factors? A. How the vehicle is being used. B. The experience of the driver. C. The vehicle's configuration and the type of axle used. D. All of these. The answer is C. The vehicle's configuration and the type of axle used. Question 14. What are the different positions of the clutch pedal in a non-synchromesh manual transmission? A2, B3, C4, D6. The answer is C. 4. Question 15. A non-synchromesh manual transmission typically has how many gears? A. 8 to 18. B. 6 to 8. C. 5. D. 21. The answer is A. 8 to 18. Question 16. If an outsized load extends more than 1 meter beyond the rear of the vehicle in daylight hours, what should be placed on the rear end of the load? A. A sign. B. A flashing yellow light. C. A red flag or reflective panel. D. All of these. The answer is C. A red flag or reflective panel. Question 17. Consumption of alcohol, medications, or drugs greatly amplifies the effects of what? A. Distractions. B. Fatigue. C. Irritability. D. All of these. The answer is B. Fatigue. Question 18. What does the move over law require drivers to do? A. Create a buffer between your vehicle and emergency vehicles stopped at the side of the road. B. Move to the right for emergency vehicles stopped on the opposing shoulder. C. Stop immediately when approaching emergency vehicles are approaching. D. All of these. The answer is A. Create a buffer between your vehicle and emergency vehicles stopped at the side of the road. Question 19. Without a park setting in automatic transmissions for heavy vehicles, what is required to keep the vehicle stationary when stopped? A. Use any gear and put on the parking brake. B. Shift to neutral and put on the parking brake. C. Place the gear selector in reverse. D. shift to the lowest gear. The answer is B. Shift to neutral and put on the parking brake. Question 20. Is it illegal to hold any kind of portable electronic device in your hand while driving? A. No. B. Yes. C. Depending on the vehicle. D. Depends on what you are using it for. The answer is B. Yes. Question 21. What is the most common reason for a commercial vehicle to be taken out of service? A. Broken piston. B. Broken wheel hub. C. Out of adjustment air brakes. D. Low compression. The answer is C. Out of adjustment air brakes. Question 22. When a load extends beyond the end of a vehicle, how much overhang requires drivers to place a red flag at the end of the load? A. 1.5 meters. B. 2.5 meters. C. 1 meter. D. 3 meters. The answer is A. 1.5 meters. Question 23. What is the minimum tread depth required for the rear tires of a motor vehicle as measured in two adjacent tread grooves? A. 0.5 millimeters. B. 1.5 millimeters. C. 1.8 millimeters. D. 2.5 millimeters. The answer is B. 1.5 millimeters. Question 24. Who must ensure that cargo is evenly balanced and secured to prevent shifting? A. The driver. B. The carrier. C. The shipper. D. All of the above. The answer is A. The driver. Question 25. What are the potential penalties for refusing or failing to proceed to a weigh scale when requested? A. 30 days. B. 45 days. C. 7 days. D. 15 days. The answer is A. 30 days. Question 26. What is the minimum tread depth required for the front tires of a motor vehicle with a gross vehicle rating exceeding 4,500 kilograms? A. 2 millimeters. B. 2.5 millimeters. C. 3.5 millimeters. D. 3 millimeters. The answer is D. 3 millimeters. Question 27. If a driver operates within a 160 kilometers radius from their starting point and returns to the same location at the end of the day, they may be exempt from carrying what? A. A daily log. B. A dangerous goods certificate. C. A CFAR. D. All of the above. The answer is A. A daily log. Question 28. Can you operate a vehicle or combination of vehicles on a highway if its gross weight surpasses the maximum permitted weight? A. Only for a trip of 160 kilometers from the home base. B. Only within city limits. C. Yes. D. No. The answer is D. No. Question 29. What is the maximum radius within which a driver can operate and be exempt from carrying a daily log, while still being subject to all hours of service requirements? A. 140 kilometers. B. 160 kilometers. C. 90 kilometers. D. 120 kilometers. The answer is B. 160 kilometers. Question 30. During a pre-trip inspection, if a minor defect is identified, the driver must what? A. Repair it. B. Record the defect on the inspection report and report the defect to the operator. C. Record the defect on the inspection report and fix it. D. Inform the employer. The answer is B. Record the defect on the inspection report and report the defect to the operator.